gout. Yes. Come in. Oh, sorry for keeping you. I don't get about that fella. Do come in.
Are you Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Mr. Rupert Thompson. Oh, at your service. What can I do for you, mister?
Jenkins. George Jenkins, Department of Social Security, Sickness and Disability Division.
Sickness and Disability Division? Oh, this has nothing to do with the phone call earlier, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, good. Would you like to sit down?
That would be very nice, thank you. Now, I won't waste your time, Mr. Thompson. I just have a few points and then I'll leave you in peace.
Good, well, fire away.
Mr. Thompson, according to our records, you've been laid up in bed for the past 6 months with gout.
Oh, that's right. Severe gout, caused by complications resulting from a crate falling upon my foot during unpaid voluntary employment, packing food for family relief. I want the doctor to put
I have copies of them here, sir.
Do you?
Yes, as well as all your benefit claims.
Do you?
Yes, in fact, I happen to have the entire household's medical reports and Social Security claims with me.
Would you look at that?
I must say, 344 Chilton Road is a very unlucky household.
Isn't it just?
Almost jinxed.
Well, that's a very big fault you have there, Mr. Jenkins.
Largest in the district.
You're boasting again.
Mr. Thompson, there's everything in here. Retirement, pensions, family benefits, childcare, single-parent benefits, sick pay, housing benefits, and invalid care.
And all under this one?
Guardian's allowance, widow's allowance, maternity pay, national health refunds, redundancy payments, and several industrial injuries benefits.
Well, who'd have believed
Christmas
it?
bonuses, vacation bonuses, cold weather compensation, and miscellaneous disease benefits.
Goodness.
And free milk. Yes, if it wasn't for all of our confirmatory medical and legal backup documentation, you might think there was something funny going on.
Would you?
Oh, Mr. Thompson, you'd be amazed at what some people do get up to. False claims, fake bank accounts, phony names, forged prescriptions, fake IDs.
No.
Multiple claims for a single disability.
That's a good one. I mean, it's good that someone can spot these things.
Isn't it just? Now, as I was saying, I just have this form for you to sign right here.
Do you?
Just to confirm that you've been receiving our sick pay benefits for the last 6 months.
That's right.
And as there are no signs of your improvement,
That's right.
you are therefore now due to receive our industrial injuries disablement benefit.
On what?
That's an extra weekly income of £24.93.
Oh, no, really. The unemployment benefit is plenty for me.
But you're eligible, aren't you, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Now just sign there. Right here. Down here. Initial here. And right there. Thank you. Now I'm just signing as a witness to your signature, Mr. Thompson. It all seems to be in order.
Oh, good. Well, that's everything then.
Almost. I'll just need your Mr. Swan's signature and then I'll be on my way.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Swan, your landlord.
What about him?
Well, I'll need his signature to confirm that you've been convalescing here for the past 6 months.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm afraid he's not in.
At work, is he?
Yes, that's right. He's at work. Hard at work at the electricity board. So why don't you leave this all with me, and I'll have Mr. Swan sign everything and send it back to you in the post.
Mr. Thompson, let's go. You're forgetting departmental regulations.
Am I?
I have to be present when Mr. Swan signs.
Do you?
To witness his signature as I witnessed yours just now.
Well, if you come back later, I'm sure you will have come home.
Mr. Thompson, I should tell you that I'm under strict orders from my supervisor, Ms. Cowper.
Miss Cowper.
Ms. Cowper gave me explicit instructions to have this matter settled before I leave this residence.
Is that so?
And you wouldn't want to get the wrong side about Ms. Cowper, let me tell you.
No, I'm sure. Tell you what, if you'd like to set yourself up in the dining room, I'm sure I can find someone, him, Mr. Swan, that is, to sign your forms for you.
All right.
That's the dining room.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's been a long day, excuse me. Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Mr. Jenkins.
Have a moment, I won't say no to a cup of tea.
Of course, Mr.
Oh,
Jenkins.
great, we have it.
Of course.
Extra lemon, please.
Of course.
Can you add a splash of honey?
Yes,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Jenkins. Oh, no! Oh, what are you doing there?
Hell, I'd be worse than I did before.
Pull yourself together.
I think I'm going to be very sick.
We haven't got time for that.
You said there wasn't anything more I should know about. I heard everything, Eric. All those claims. What happened to cashing in Mr. Thompson's check?
Oh, it all got a bit carried away.
No, I'll say.
They just kept offering me all this money. I never asked for it.
What?
Look, sit down. Well, 2 years ago, the electricity company gets privatized and hands out their special Christmas bonuses. That's 30% redundancies. I'm laid off. I'm out of a job. I can't bring myself to tell Linda. And then out of the blue, Mr. Thompson's check arrives and saves the day. I think, great, I'll find work in January. Well, the new year arrives and there's no work, no money. However, the DSS kept sending all these forms from the various divisions. One division asked me if I had any other tenants living here. So I made up a few names and said yes, and they sent me some money. And somebody else asked me if they were all employed, and I said no, and they sent me even more money. And somebody else asked me if they were all healthy, and I said no, and they sent me even more money. And somebody else asked me if there were any pensioners living here. And
I'll give a picture!
Well, before I knew what I was doing, everything had snowballed.
Snowballs? It's a bloody avalanche! What you've done, Eric, is a very serious offense.
I know.
What did you do it for?
25,000 pounds a year, and no tax.
25,000 pounds? You're going to go to jail, Eric.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. How do you expect to sign as a Mr. Swan when he thinks you're a hop along, Mr. Thompson? Oh, look at me.
Stop that! The solution is simple. Someone has got to pretend to be me.
Pretend to be you?
And sign the forms for Mr. Jenkins.
Oh, come off it. What idiot are we going to get to do that? No, I couldn't. I won't.
You must.
No, I refuse to participate in such a dishonest scheme. Get Linda to sign.
Linda?
Yes, she's the landlord here as well as you.
No, Norman, Linda can't sign.
Well, why not?
She doesn't exactly know what's been going on. Cecil thinks I work for the electricity company.
Who does know what you've been up to?
Only my Uncle George.
Your Uncle George? You mean that sweet old man who cleans up at the local hospital?
Well, that's right.
How on earth did he find out?
He didn't find out. He's my partner.
Partner?
As soon as I told the Sickness and Disability Division that a few of my made-up tenants were ill, they suddenly wanted to see all the medical documentations, prescriptions and so on. I knew I'd be in trouble if I couldn't show them anything. So I asked Uncle George, and he helped me out by getting all the medical documentation I needed from the hospital.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I've got to go in there and tell that Mr. Jenkins what's going on.
Oh, no, you can't.
It's my duty.
You mustn't.
Well, give me one good reason why I can't.
You're not here.
I'm not here.
That's right, you're at a funeral.
A funeral?
Yes,
When whose funeral?
yours.
Mine?
Oh, that's right, you died this morning.
No, you lost me again.
Norman, I have to tell you something.
Oh, should I sit down for this one?
You might want to lie down. I've sort of been using your name as part of my fiddle.
My name? What do you mean, my name?
Well, the DSS thinks that Norman McDonald has been living upstairs for the past 2 years.
Well, I have.
As an unemployed lumberjack.
An unemployed lumberjack?
With a wife and family.
A wife and family?
It's cramped up there, but you're happy.
Why on earth a lumberjack?
Well, you had to be out of work.
So?
Well, there's not much call for lumberjacks on Trafalgar Square, is there?
And I died this morning?
Look, Norman, I could see everything was getting out of control. I had to find a way out. I thought, I know, I'll kill off all my made-up characters one by one.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
So I rang the DSS this morning and told them that Norman McDonald, my upstairs tenant, had died.
Great.
Not great.
What?
Now they're going to sign a funeral reimbursement, widow's payment, and extra childcare.
Oh.
I'd already tried immigrating your sister off to Africa. They sent me a relocation fee. I put your father in jail. Boom! Criminal severance pay. I sent your brother off to Australia to become a missionary, and it's like I've won the blasted lottery. I can't get rid of anybody, Norman. I'm stuck in a nightmare. I want to get out, but they keep sending me more and more money.
Blimey.
Norman, you have to help me. If that Mr. Jenkins starts an investigation with the police, your name is bound to come up. And then no one will believe that we went in cahoots.
Cahoots?
Worse than the police. There's your fiancée.
Brenda?
She'll be devastated. Your wedding might have to be postponed.
Postponed?
If not cancelled.
Cancelled?
You have to help me, Norman.
Do you know what you are?
Up until now, bloody lucky.
No, you're bloody insane.
If you don't help me, Norman, I can be dead by by dinner time.
You might not make it to dinner time!
Morning, Uncle George. Morning, Eric, my boy. Oh, I came in the back way. Hope you don't mind. Morning, Norman.
It too, routine.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Norman's a bit upset.
Yeah, I'd be upset as well if I was getting married on Saturday.
Not now, Uncle.
Norman, did I ever tell you about that one time when I was in Tijuana and I almost...
Not now! Come back later, Uncle George. We're busy.
All right, all right. You know, your washing machine's still making that funny noise.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Norman's got a little problem.
Worried about your wedding, are you, lad?
No, there's been a death in the family. Hasn't there, Norman?
Oh, yes. And another one coming real fast.
Oh, you have my commiserations, Norman. Was it somebody close?
Yes. Very.
Oh, yes, it's very sad. And I'm dealing with a visit from the department.
What?
Sickness and disability division. Oh, they're in the dining room.
Look at the time. I just popped over to tell you that I might have a bloke interested in the wigs.
Wigs?
Fine.
But not so much as I nibble at the support course.
Corsets?
Well, I've got a suitcase full of them up in the top cupboard when you need them.
Top cover, right.
Suitcase full of corsets and wigs?
All right. It's just the other part of what I've been up to.
Other part?
Don't give the game away.
Oh, it's okay. Norman's part of the setup now.
Norman's no such thing.
Look, sit down. Don't sit me down again. All the free stuff the health service sends me, Uncle George sells at the local market. There's maternity dresses,
Maternity bras,
wigs,
surgical stockings,
and support sets.
No wonder the health service is going broke.
Now off you go, Uncle George.
Oh, I'll see you in the church on Saturday, Norman.
Church on Saturday, Eric and friend of mine out.
Just go in there and introduce yourself to Mr. Jenkins as me, and I'll go into the kitchen and fix him some tea.
Oh, fix the sugar.